Edge 88.1. I am Bailey, and this is the Soundcheck, where throughout the next 2 hours of rock and roll and pop hits, I will check in on all the latest news and music to keep you up to date on all your favorite artists, upcoming shows around Iowa, and so much more. So keep your radio tuned right here to KDPS 88.1. 88.1 The Edge. Bailey here, and since we are Des Moines' radio mashup of pop and rock from Sia, we go to a day to remember. Here's the title track off their new album. It's Paranoia on KDPS. Edge 88.1, that was Calvin Harris featuring Rihanna with This Is What You Came For. You are listening to the Soundcheck, and I am your host, Bailey. Some news we can all be happy about. The ever so cute and cuddly giant panda bear has been removed from the endangered species list. How exciting! That's a good thing, because, nowadays, what isn't getting on that list? So it's great news. The WWF, the World Wildlife Fund, personally thanked rapper Designer, whose single called Panda took over the charts earlier this year, and it led to a whole new fandom of pandas, so that helped. It's just good news, and it's such a happy, good mood story. And so because of that, here's a happy, good mood song. It's DNCE with Cake by the Ocean on Edge 88.1. You're listening to Edge 88, Des Moines' radio mashup of only the best rock, pop, and alternative music. Here's Shinedown with Asking For It on 88.1. You're tuned into KDPS 88.1, and this is the Soundcheck, a music news show from 8 to 10 p.m. every Thursday evening with me, Bailey. Sad news, a candlelight vigil was held on Tuesday for one of the victims that was shot and killed Monday morning at Seven Flags Event Center in Clive. 2 were killed and 2 were taken to the hospital with injuries, but are expected to survive, so that's good. Unfortunate for the other 2, but according to KCCI, a fight had broken out inside of the building, and then it escalated into a gun battle in the parking lot, which sent about 50 people running back into the venue from the parking lot to try to take cover and get to safety. This is really scary, because while this might have just been like a one-on-one planned out thing, not like a mass shooting, since it wasn't, super horrific. I know it's unfortunate that 2 people are dead and 2 other injured, but it seems like it was planned and personal. They don't know that for sure yet, but that's just sort of what it seems. But this happened at a venue so close to home, and honestly, it's one that I go to all the time, at least monthly, if not more. Like, it's just crazy. It's so close. It's unreal. And now, that's a thing that people should be scared of. And that's unfortunate, because I've said it before. Concerts and venues, for music, should be a place where people feel safe. People go and enjoy themselves and kind of forget about all the negativity in the world. But lately, that's where these things have been happening, are the concert venues. And it's so unfortunate and so scary. I'm just kind of in disbelief that it hit so close to home. So why can't we all just get along, Why can't we be friends? Like the song, the one that's about to play right here on Edge 88.1. Des Moines radio mashup, Edge 88.1. This is the Soundcheck, and I am Bailey. Check out Edge's Twitter page at KDPS 88 to see 70 Slipknot songs played in 7 minutes. The link is posted. Again, that's KDPS 88. It is crazy. Here's their song Goodbye on KDPS. Edge 88.1. Bailey here on the Soundcheck, and that was Take Me Down by Pretty Reckless, a band that is scheduled to make a stop in Clive at the Seven Flags Event Center on Tuesday, November 22nd. And that should be an awesome show. I've seen Pretty Reckless before, and Taylor Momsen is a total babe. And if you don't know who that is, other than the lead of Pretty Reckless, she's also little Cindy Lou Who in The Grinch, all grown up. It's quite a different sight, but she is awesome, and they're great live. Another concert worth mentioning is Disturbed with special guest Chevelle and Nothing More on Friday, September 30th at Wells Fargo Arena. And if you've never seen Chevelle, I definitely recommend seeing them. But Disturbed is a band that I've never seen before, but I've heard good things about them. So I'm super stoked for that. It's gonna be a good one as well. Here's Disturbed's cover of Simon & Garfunkel's Sound of Silence on Des Moines Radio Mashup 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup 88.1. Bailey here with you on this Thursday evening, and it is currently 80 degrees in Des Moines from the Edge 88 studio. Now, when I came in, there were clear skies, but that was around 8, and since then I've gotten a little notification on my phone saying that it was going to rain. But sometimes that app is wrong, so I don't know. I can't see it out there. But either way, speaking of the sky, an asteroid traveling between Mars and Jupiter has been named after Freddie Mercury in honor of what would have been his 70th birthday on September 5th, just a few days ago. And this honor was actually given to him by a former Queen guitarist, Brian May, who became an astrophysicist, that's hard to say, astrophysicist after the band broke up. Like, what? What a career change. That is just like completely different. Both awesome, but different. Coming up, a band that Fox News called the worst band on the planet. But first, here's some Shawn Mendes with Treat You Better on KDPS. Edge 88.1, that was Dark Necessities by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the group deemed as the worst band on the planet by Fox News host. And I gotta say, that's just your opinion, that's cool, but many would disagree with that statement. In fact, I think you're wrong. Just flat out wrong. Keep it right here, 88.1. You're listening to the Soundcheck on Edge 88. I am Bailey, continuing on with music news. If you didn't already hear about the Chris Brown drama, it is escalating and fast. By the day, it seems. A little background. Last week, Chris Brown was at a standoff of sorts with police for 9 hours. And this was after a model named Bailey Curran called police saying she was being held hostage, and Chris Brown pointed a gun at her. During this whole situation, Chris Brown was sitting there posting videos to Instagram yelling expletives at the officers. And from the beginning, Brown has denied it all. But now he's kind of turning the tables by saying the model set him up. And however, surprisingly, investigators said there was no gun in his house. And following the story as it develops, it makes it more and more difficult to figure out who's right. I mean, I'm no detective by any stretch of the imagination, but usually it's pretty easy to assume the liar. Not in this case. It's weird because Chris Brown has a past of this kind of thing. But at the same time, if you were a model that nobody's heard of, would you want the spotlight? It's all drama. Maybe that's it. I solved the mystery. One of them just wanted to be in the spotlight. Maybe I am a detective. Maybe I should look into a different line of work. No, not really. I kind of doubt it. Some new music on the way in a bit. Keep it right here at KDPS 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88. That was a new one by Zach Wild featuring Iowa native Slipknot frontman Corey Taylor called Sleeping Dogs. Here's another new one. It's from Metallica. It's called Hardwired on KDPS. You're listening to the Soundcheck on KDPS 88.1. I am Bailey. Sometimes musicians do really weird things, and sometimes they even just completely switch genres. But one artist has completely switched. Like the opposite of what they used to do. Amy Lee of rock band Evanescence is now a children's music star. She recently released a new music video for one of her kids' songs, and honestly, it is really cute. But every time I watch it and hear her voice, I think of that emo cat video of the song Wake Me Up that's been circulating social media. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, never fear. Links to both the emo cat video and Amy Lee's kids music video are up on our Twitter page at KDPS88. I recommend watching both. Again, it's KDPS88, the official Twitter account of Edge 88.1. You're tuned into KDPS 88.1. I am done here for the night and about to hand things over to T. You can tune in every Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m. for the Soundcheck, where I, Bailey, check in on all the latest news and music to keep you up to date on all of your favorite artists. Remember, you can always check us out on Facebook at KDPS Radio, on Twitter at KDPS88, and on our website, kdpsgrandview.wix.com/radio, where you can listen online live anytime. Since we are all waiting for the weekend, and you know what? It's almost here, I leave you with Hello Friday by Flo Rida featuring Jason Derulo on Des Moines Radio Mashup 88.1. Treat You Better by Shawn Mendes on Des Moines Radio Mashup Edge 88.1. Bailey here with you on this rainy Thursday evening, which means it is time for the Soundcheck. Throughout the next 2 hours, stay tuned for the latest news and music, the best rock and roll and pop hits, upcoming tour dates in the Des Moines metro area, and much, much more, all right here on KDPS. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. A quick look at the weather. It is currently 69 degrees in Des Moines from the Edge 88 studio, and it's been a little wet out there, and it seems there are more storms on the way. But fall's gotta come in somehow. Coming up, many words that start with the letter D, and no one wanted it apparently. And it's not what you're thinking, you weirdos. Keep it right here on 88.1. You're listening to the Soundcheck with me, Bailey, on KDPS 88.1. A list of words that start with the letter D. Drake, Drizzy, disappointed, Des Moines, dreaming, doubt, and dumb. Now, let me use all of those in a sentence. Drizzy, aka Drake, came to Des Moines and made a stop at Drake University. But because Drake students doubted him and were too busy dreaming, they missed out on partying with him, which disappointed him and the Drake students who ignored him. And it's dumb. Now, I went to Drake my first year of college before I came to Grandview. And it was a huge running joke forever. Bring Drake to Drake. That was the hashtag, that was the thing. Everybody always talked about it. So years waiting for this to actually happen. And after he plays a show in Des Moines where he sports Drake University jacket, a t-shirt, all that kind of stuff, he decides to keep his promise and make a stop at Drake University. It finally happened. And he's knocking on these sororities' doors looking to party, and they're all sleeping. Now, if somebody is banging on your door, you're going to, one, go check that it's not a clown and you call the cops, or two, it could be Drake because he was here and he's just after a show looking to go party. That's about it. Like, it finally happens and you guys slept on it. He should have just come to Grandview campus instead. I'm disappointed in you and for you, Drake University students. Here's Drizzy now with Summer 16 on KDPS. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook at KDPS Radio, on Twitter at KDPS88, and on our website, www.kdpsgrandview.wix.com/radio. And I know it's a bit of a doozy, so you can also just go to your search engine of choice to look us up. Then you can see photos of the DJs, our showtimes, listen live online, and much, much more. Here's Dirty Heads. That's all I need on KDPS. You're tuned into the Soundcheck on KDPS. I am your host, Bailey. And I think it's important to discuss what is going on with Kid Cudi. He personally announced on Facebook that he has been really struggling mentally and that it is time for him to fix himself so he can be at peace. And this post came as he checked himself into a rehab center for depression and suicidal urges. He noted how ashamed he is about the whole thing, but said that if he didn't check into the rehab center, he would have done something to himself, which I think we can all agree, nobody, whether you're a fan or not, nobody wants something like that to happen. But Kid Cudi should not be ashamed or embarrassed. In fact, him standing up and coming out to the world that he needs help, that is admirable. And it just shows others who are struggling that it's okay. It's okay to get help and to put yourself first. I think it's inspiring. We'll definitely miss him while he's gone, but it's for the best. And he did mention that the new album will still be released on time, along with the music videos and other promotions for the album. He got that all done before making this decision so we could all still have the music. How thoughtful of a man who is struggling to make sure that his fans still get the music. And then he decided to put himself first before anything else happens after that. Here's Cudi now with Kanye West and Common. Make Her Say on Edge 88. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. Bailey here, spending this Thursday evening with you. Over the weekend, Kanye West was playing at the Meadows Festival in New York when he suddenly stopped the show and said he had an emergency and had to leave. He then just walked off the stage, and the emergency was that Kim Kardashian had been robbed at gunpoint in her Paris apartment. The five gunmen, taped her mouth shut. She was gagged and in handcuffs. They stole more than $10 million in jewelry, including a $4.5 million ring, which is ridiculous, and that ring better be breathtaking. Probably literally for that price. And they stole a jewelry box. So it all added up to more than $10 million. Kim was not hurt, she was just pretty freaked out, but let's be honest, who wouldn't be in that situation? Was it an emergency for Kanye to leave? Maybe on their love point of view, yeah, he's a good guy for going and stopping that, but he had to go clear to Paris and she was fine. He'll just buy her more stuff, so I think she's probably fine. Coming up, a glance at the weather and a recap of last Friday's Disturbed show at Wells Fargo Arena. Stay tuned to Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. It is currently 70 degrees in Des Moines from the Edge 88 studio. It's been kind of rainy. I haven't been outside. I don't know if it's still storming. They said it's going to storm throughout the night, but I'm missing it. That's all right. I'm sure with fall coming in, there'll be plenty more storms. For now, here's Chevelle, their latest called Joyride on KDPS. That was Disturbed with their cover of Simon & Garfunkel's Sound of Silence on Edge 88.1. Now, I go to a lot of shows. A lot. So, every time I go to one, I'll add it to the top of my list. But this is different. Completely different. I went to the Disturbed show with special guest Chevelle and Nothing More. It was on Friday. It was at Wells Fargo Arena. And my mind was blown. Nothing More had crazy energy. Chevelle is always good live. But Disturbed was a show that I will never, ever forget. Sound of Silence. It was crazy. So let me set the scene a little bit. They had their own backdrop for this one song. And the whole place got quiet. And he began singing. David Draymond is the vocals for Disturbed, and he just demanded the stage with his voice, and it was so raw, so emotional, goosebumps everywhere. Everyone was just silent. I swear nobody's eyes left. I don't really know. I wasn't looking at anybody else, but I don't think anybody's eyes left David Draymond. And they came out with a drum, and it was crazy. I didn't blink. I'm not even sure I took a breath. Also, fire. There was a lot of fire throughout the show. And I was standing in the middle of Wells Fargo Arena, and that is a huge place. If you've never been there, it is a huge venue. And I'm in the middle, like by the sound area, and I could feel the fire. Like I could feel the heat so intensely that I was worried about them on stage and the people up front because it was just straight heat. But I've never seen so much fire. I'm surprised they didn't burn the place down with all that fire. Crazy, crazy. And if you want to see what I'm talking about, there's a video of the intro of their hit, Down with the Sickness. Of course, that was their encore song. It'll be up on our Twitter at KDPS 88. It's one that I took, so I was moving around. I was enjoying myself. So it's not the best video, but it shows you just how much fire there was during some of the songs. It was crazy. Now here's another one by Disturbed, because we're talking about how great the show was. And it takes me back, Throwback Thursday, to last Friday. Here's The Light on Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. That was Take Me Down by Pretty Reckless, who will be actually making a stop in Clive at the Seven Flags Event Center on Tuesday, November 22nd. Coming up this month, Hatebreed will be at Woolies this Sunday, October 9th. Cute Is What We Aim For will also take the Woolies stage, and that will be on October 17th. Moving into December, Machine Gun Kelly will be performing at Seven Flags Event Center on Sunday, December 18th. And recently announced on May 3rd, Bastille will be at Seven Flags on a Wednesday. Here's Bastille now with Bad Blood on KDPS. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. I'm about to head out and hand things over to T and Nawal for the night. Tune in every Thursday evening from 8 to 10 for all the latest news and music, upcoming tour dates to hit the 515, and much more, all while rocking out to the best of pop and rock, only on the Soundcheck with me, Bailey. And remember, you can always check us out on Twitter at KDPS88, on Facebook at KDPS Radio, and on our website, www.kdpsgrandview.wix.com/radio, where you can listen online live anytime. Stay safe out there with all these clowns out and about. And I leave you tonight with some Slipknot. Here's Goodbye on Edge 88. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. Bailey here with you, which means it is time for the Soundcheck. So through the next 2 hours, we're going to be talking about all the latest music news and some tour dates coming to Des Moines and all of that and more, all while jamming out to the best of rock and pop hits. So you're not going to want to go anywhere. I've got some crazy stuff tonight. Bats. That one's crazy. Politics, but not as much as last week. And exciting new albums and stuff like that. So, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Keep it right here on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. Bailey here with you, and it is currently 65 degrees from the Edge 88 studio in Des Moines, which is just baffling to me. It should be cold by now. I mean, I'm not going to complain because it feels kind of nice and it's still warm enough to have bonfires and stuff, but like, come on, fall. It's going to be winter before we know it. Maybe. At this rate, who knows? But I guess there's actually a snowstorm happening in neighboring states, and as it pushes its way here, it's just going to turn into a bunch of thunderstorms, which I'm excited for. See, I want fall and all that, but I'm not quite ready to give up these thunderstorms. You know, kind of in the middle here. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. So coming up, something kind of fall and Halloween. Bats. Like the animal. A couple stories about those right after Shinedown with Second Chance on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. So, one of our favorites, poor Adele. She is such a sweetheart, right? And things never seem to go her way. She was on stage in Mexico, and I'm pretty sure it was an indoor venue. And all of a sudden, a bat flies past her head, right? So she's freaking out, and she's just like, stop. Like, she doesn't know what to do, and she's kind of scared because there's this bat, right? And her reaction is just hilarious. I can't even try to impersonate it because it was too good. There's actually a clip of it up on our Twitter, at KDPS88. Pardon the profanity, But you can't blame her. You can't blame her because I would have done the same thing. I would have been cursing like a sailor up there. Actually, I've had something similar happen to me, and I did, in fact, curse like a sailor. I used to live in a duplex, and in our utility closet, one night, we're watching a horror movie, and my roommate and I were sitting there, and we hear scratching at the door behind us. And so, like I said, we're watching a horror movie, so he should have known better, but he opened the closet, which is right behind our head, and out comes a whole family of bats. I screamed, I was freaking out, the cats are trying to, catch them, and I went outside because I'm freaking out, and through the screen of the window, I'm cussing at him, my roommate, saying, "There's one behind you! There's one behind you!" And we think we got them all out that night, but I went to bed in a hoodie with the hood cinched up around my face, layers everywhere because I was scared I was going to get attacked by some bat and get rabies. So, they're cute little creatures, right? Until they're not. Until they're right there. So, Adele, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all for saying the F word. Here she is now. It's Hello on Edge 88. Edge 88.1. Green Day say their new American Idiot film might offend people. And that it might be a good thing. I don't really know what that means. But you're listening to the Edge 88.1. Bailey here with ya. And I'm actually really excited. I've been talking about it the past couple weeks. We have a brand new website. It's gvumedia.com. And it's way cooler than our old website. This one's got everything. It really showcases what we do here at Grandview in the communications department. And I really think it's got some cool stuff. The one that I'm really interested in right now is one, it's called Sexual Assault on Campus, and it's in our student audio section. And it's just crazy interesting because it's unfortunate that it's something we even really have to discuss. But Molly, she's the one that made it, she really goes deep in this interview. She goes deep into what to do. What to do when it happens, because it does happen and it shouldn't. And it's a really enlightening thing to listen to. I didn't really know it was as big of an issue. I mean, I did from social media and stuff like that, but I didn't realize what it's like on a deeper level, and it totally explores that. But this website has more than just that. It's got all kinds of things from serious to fun, sports, we've got audio, video, everything. So check it out. It's gvumedia.com. And like I said, that Sexual Assault on Campus one is a good one. It's under the student audio tab. Then you go to news interviews and you'll see it. It's like the third one in. Give that a listen. Coming up, politics. Now, I know lately that's all we've been hearing about, but it's just one little quick thing. And it's not even really politics. Not even really. It's really music. So keep it right here on KDPS. You're listening to the Soundcheck on 88.1 The Edge. And politics. I know. We're sick of the politics. But it's not really politics, you see? Katy Perry, she donated $10,000 to Planned Parenthood. Now, this is obviously after Trump being elected. I think it was probably like a take that, mister, type thing. So that's interesting. And she's saying that her new album could be political. This is not really a huge surprise considering, she was buddy-buddy with Hillary Clinton and, performing at all these rallies with her and, obviously being an outright Clinton supporter. So it's not surprising at all. And no matter where you stand on the whole Planned Parenthood thing, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but $10,000 is a lot. That's standing up for a cause. Anyway, that was quick and easy. Pretty painless, right? Not too much politics. Here's Katy Perry now with Dark Horse on Edge 88.1. Photographed by Ed Sheeran on Edge 88.1. He is a sweetheart. He just seems like another one of those really genuine artists. And he actually did something recently that I think proves it. He surprised this 9-year-old girl in the hospital. She has Rett syndrome, which causes the brain not to function correctly. And this little girl loved Ed Sheeran, and he surprised her, and he went to the hospital, was playing her some songs, he was playing on this cute little pink ukulele and playing her songs, and she's just so happy. And that's what we need more of in the world, We need these artists that set good examples rather than bad ones or gross ones. Miley Cyrus. But anyway, I'm getting in trouble for that. Anyway, I think that, like I said, more people need to be like that. This 9-year-old girl, her whole face just lights up with joy when he's there, and it's so cute. I'm going to post that link on our Twitter just because everybody should watch it. It's a little heartwarming, just in time for the holidays. Once again, our Twitter is KDPS88, so keep an eye out for that. And keep it right here on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. My name's Bailey, and you're listening to the Soundcheck. And since this is a music news show, I gotta admit I'm getting really sick of this 2016 having to tell you who's died now thing. To me, 2016 is the year of lost legends. We've lost so many amazing artists. And I'm sick of telling you. It makes me sad. I'm about had it. And if 2017 is not better, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to be happy. So anyway, this time, Leonard Cohen, who is just legendary, he passed away on November 7th, but it just came out what the cause of death was. Now, apparently, he had a pretty bad fall earlier in the night, and then later that night when he went to bed, he passed away peacefully in his sleep. So at least it was peaceful, but they think the fall is what caused it. Like I said, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this saying people have died. It's not fun. But it's music news, and that's what you've got to do, and we can only hope for better things next year, right? Keep it right here at KDPS. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. Bailey here, and every year this seems to be an issue. Christmas music. When is it too early? Got some in the background here. Right. But that's the thing. Is it too early? Because a lot of radio stations, guess when they're starting? Tomorrow. To me, this is insane. I don't know where I was, but I walked into a store and they were playing it already. Now I get you've got all the decorations and gotta get the vibe going. No. Not yet. Let's all enjoy Thanksgiving first. I don't eat turkey, but if you eat turkey, just, I guess, enjoy your turkey. Just mashed potatoes, whatever, before we have to worry about the Christmas. And I know, a lot of places are going to start playing it the day after Thanksgiving. That's still not good enough. Wait till at least December 1st. At least December 1st. Let us have that week to let our mashed potatoes and whatnot settle. And then let's start with it. Because this can wait, if you ask me. But I guess that's just my unpopular opinion. So here's the opposite of holiday music. It's Trivium with Dead and Gone on Edge 88.1. 88.1 The Edge. Metallica. They played their classic Enter Sandman on toy instruments with Jimmy Fallon, and it is something we all need to see. You actually probably wouldn't even believe it till you see it. It's great. Hilarious. It's up on our Twitter page at KDPS88. Now here's one from their brand new album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, which comes out tomorrow. It's exciting. Here's Hardwired by Metallica on Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. Bailey here, and you're listening to the Soundcheck. It is currently 62 degrees in Des Moines from the Edge 88 studio. And I've already ranted about my whole that's not very fall-like situation. So that's okay. I'm trying to get over it and enjoy it, I guess, while it lasts. You know. Coming up, I've got a brand new tour announcement along with a hefty list of others that you don't want to miss. So keep it right here on Edge 88.1. But first, I'm obsessed with this song. It's I Hate You, I Love You by Nash featuring Olivia O'Brien. Yeah, it's a good one. Keep it here at 88.1. You're listening to the Soundcheck on Des Moines Radio Mashup Edge 88.1. And I've got a lot of tour dates you're going to want to know about hitting Des Moines. A lot. So if you've got a pen and paper, I suggest you write them down. Otherwise, you open your ears and try to listen. These are good ones. Pretty Reckless will be at Seven Flags Event Center on Tuesday, November 22nd. And Machine Gun Kelly will also be at Seven Flags Event Center on December 18th. Moving on, Dropkick Murphys on Friday, February 24th, also at Seven Flags, which is a pretty poppin' place in the next few months. Green Day is a big one coming on April 3rd to Wells Fargo Arena. Bastille on May 3rd. And I believe that is at Wells Fargo Arena as well. And then, just announced, Bare Naked Ladies will be at Hoyt Sherman Place on May 10th. That'll be a fun one. Holy throwback. And the one I'm probably most excited for, but also the most broke from, Red Hot Chili Peppers will be at Wells Fargo Arena on May 23rd. Yes, yes, yes. So there are good shows coming to Des Moines. It is a good time to be alive and living in Des Moines. Here's the Chili Peppers now. The Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie on Edge 88.1. Edge 88.1. Bailey here with you, and I'm actually on my way out the door, about to hand things over to T and Noel for the night. Remember, tune in every Thursday from 8 to 10 for the Soundcheck, music news, tour dates, good stuff. And of course, we listen to only the best of rock and pop, so you don't want to miss it, ever. Remember, you can also check out Edge 88 online. We're on Facebook at KDPS Radio, on Twitter at KDPS 88, and on our new website, gvumedia.com. Check that out. It kind of showcases what we do here at Grandview. It's got audio stories, print stories, videos, lots of sports. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. And I'm not biased. Okay, maybe a little bit, but check that out. It's pretty cool. I leave you tonight with some 21 Pilots. Here's Tearing My Heart on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Bailey, and you're listening to the Soundcheck, which is the first one of the semester, considering last week, we had that ice storm that was a little scary. Classes were canceled, and wasn't about to come in here to try to do this show and maybe die. I'm not good on the roads and the ice. I'm not. I kind of freak out like a grandma. I hold on to the wheel really tight, and it's a little scary. Anyway, so this is the Soundcheck, and if you've never listened before, it is a 2-hour-long show where basically we talk about anything and everything music-related because I love music and like to talk about it. I've got a really great show to kick off the semester, talking about college stuff, music drama as always, and I'm jealous of an 8-year-old, so you can find out why if you stay tuned right here to Edge 88. First, kicking off my time here with some Shinedown. The State of My Head on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. My name's Bailey. You're listening to the Soundcheck, and to begin our music news, something I'm kind of on the fence about. One of my favorite bands of all time, Smashing Pumpkins. The former frontman Billy Corgan, I have a love-hate relationship with that guy. He is currently doing this thing. He's calling it 30 Days. Well, 30 days is a month, right? So he's going around to a new place all over the country every day and meeting new people, writing songs about the place, the people, doing all of this and posting all these videos on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. And they're going to make it into a film, 30 Days. And it's just him by himself. But this sounds a little too familiar, if you ask me. Sonic Highways by the Foo Fighters is kind of the same concept. Here goes Billy being a broken record again. That's my love-hate relationship with him. I love him, I love the music, but at the same time, he's kind of a copycat, and he's totally sold out, which breaks my heart. But it could be interesting. I've been watching a few of them, seeing all these different places, and what he comes up with is kind of interesting, I won't lie. Foo Fighters had a hit when they did it. Now Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins is kind of doing a pretty good job. Also, Billy Corgan might be getting back with the Smashing Pumpkins at some point soon. It seems like they've been off and on forever. I love them so much. Here they are. It's Smashing Pumpkins with Disarm on Edge 88.1. You're listening to the Soundcheck on Edge 88.1. It is currently 34 degrees in Des Moines from the Edge 88 studio on your Monday drive time home. I wish it was warmer. We got kind of teased last week, and now I'm hearing snow this week. Iowa, come on. I'm sick of it. Everything's dry. My mouth hurts. I've never had my lips be this chapped in my life, I swear. And I know I'm going off on a tangent about chapped lips. You're like, what? That doesn't have to do with music? Yes, it does. Remember the Where's the Chapstick song? Because I do. I kind of sing it to myself like every day. I lose my chapstick. I can't help it. But to think of warmer weather, here's a song that kind of reminds me of summertime. Honey, I'm Good by Andy Grammer and the Eli Young Band on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. Metallica is on the list to play the 2017 Grammys. That's exciting. And all of the pop and everything else, Metallica. But they deserve it. Here's one off of their most recent album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, called Hardwired on Edge 88.1. You're tuned into the Soundcheck on Edge 88.1. My name is Bailey, and if you're listening to 88.1, you might already know that we are a college-run station, right? And college, it's expensive. We pay a lot for these classes. And at some schools, people are paying an extra lot for classes that I find kind of strange. It's a big deal right now. There's a new class at some colleges about Kanye West called The Politics of Kanye West, Black Genius and Sonic Aesthetics in this new course. That's what it's called. It's just studying Kanye West, basically. I mean, I get that there's more to it, but I would not pay money for a course to learn about Kanye West when he's in the news every day and I don't care. I know that's terrible. I think he's overrated. But that's my personal opinion. But this class is supposed to connect issues of politics, race, gender, sexuality, and culture because of Kanye West's work. It's so weird to me. There's so many people trying to take this class. There's wait lists upon wait lists. Like, there's multiple lists. The list is so long. Who cares? I'm sorry, but it's crazy to me. I mean, I guess I would maybe take it just to be like, it's an easy class, just kind of, blow it off, whatever. But people are actually trying to get into this class to the point where it's getting crazy. It's just overwhelmingly overflowing, I guess. And it's a reoccurrence. Multiple colleges are having a class on Kanye West. Why can't we have a class on, somebody else? John Lennon, maybe. I don't know. I guess that's too old school. I don't know. Anybody else. This is a guy who doesn't know how to handle his money. He's annoying. He, is obsessed with himself. I want somebody to love me like Kanye West loves himself. But no. This guy is now an icon that people are going to study in a class. Alright. I know. I'm running long. Rant over. Here's the only song that I like by Kanye West. It's Heartless on Edge 88.1. You're listening to Edge 88.1. My name's Bailey, and my former emo self is a little excited, a little confused, a little annoyed. So, Sonny Moore, who you may know as Skrillex, Yeah. I like to pretend that didn't happen. But he used to be the lead singer of Screamo Band, or whatever you want to call it, from First to Last, which, no shame, I occasionally still give them a listen. I can't help it. But he recently posted on his birthday a new track of him with From First to Last. Now, is this hinting some kind of reunion? I can only hope. Or maybe I don't, because maybe I'll go emo again. You never know. But, yeah. So, maybe it'll be the end of Skrillex. Maybe. Or maybe not. I know some people are really into that. But, it's crazy. Now, but what's really, I'm really excited about this. What's really grinding my gears here is that nobody knows that he was lead singer in a Screamo Band. I guess people slightly younger than me are sitting here saying, oh, Skrillex did what? He released what kind of song with who and why? And, oh, that's weird. And, oh, Skrillex. No, he's Sonny Moore. He's not Skrillex. He is Sonny Moore. And he used to be the lead of an awesome band that now I look back and I'm not sure if they're so awesome, but I still like them, called From First to Last. So, this weird balance of emotions, excited, whoa, what does this mean, and frustrated. Educate yourself on the music you listen to and the people that you look up to, because, come on, he's not Skrillex, he's Sonny Moore. And the new song, hey, it's pretty good. Got a link to it up on our Twitter at KDPS 88. Click on the little link there. Not too bad. Now, my music choices kind of changed here. I like everything nowadays. So here's one I have been trying to get out of my mind since it came out forever ago. It's called Closer by Chainsmokers featuring Halsey on Edge 88.1. You are listening to the Soundcheck on Edge 88.1. Recently, Joey Jordison, formerly of Slipknot, kind of talked about the fact that he's no longer in Slipknot and kind of wanted to clear up some of the confusion. He still has no idea, really, why he was kicked out of the band. And so he kind of started talking about it, and he said, honestly, I was starting to feel weird, like my legs were starting to fail, and I couldn't play, and it was really weird not knowing what it was. Found out he had acute transverse myelitis, something along those lines. And when he was in the hospital, only one of the members of Slipknot came in to see him, and they all knew he was there. So he was, kind of confused, and then right after that, kicked out of the band. And some reports say that they sent a singing, guy to come say, hey, you're kicked out. Another says that he was just emailed. There's been a bunch of rumors, and so he kind of wanted to just tell his fans, I didn't quit. Just so you know, I was kicked out, I didn't quit. I would never have quit, I was in that band, 18 years, he said this, and he still has no idea. He was kicked out in 2013, and he still cannot find the answers. All he heard from Corey Taylor, the lead, was that he posted, and he said, when we parted ways with Joe, it was honestly because of necessity. He was going one way, we were going another, and just couldn't go that way anymore. Honestly, that's all I can really say about it. And that moving on without him was one of the most difficult things they ever did. And I'm just confused, because it obviously can't be because of the illness, because, Joey's doing just fine in his new band, and they were actually just here in Iowa a couple weeks ago playing a show. Drama. When will we ever know the answer? Is it going to be a mystery forever? Come on, at least tell your home state. Hometown. I went to the high school that Joey Jordison went to, and I guess my mom knew him too. Fun fact of the day, everyone has a tie to Slipknot. That's why I love to talk about them, keep everyone up to date on them. But it is drama, and I feel bad for the guy, honestly, not knowing why. That was just an update. Here's one of the newer ones from Slipknot without good old Joey. It's called Goodbye on Edge 88.1. You are tuned in to the Soundcheck on Des Moines Radio Mashup Edge 88.1. My name is Bailey. Man, we have some good shows coming to Des Moines. My wallet cannot handle it. So, get out your calendar. If you're driving, don't do that, please, but just kind of keep a mental note. Got quite the list here, and this isn't even all of them, so just a few of the big ones. On Friday, February 24th, we've got the Dropkick Murphys at Seven Flags Event Center. Tuesday, March 14th, Panic at the Disco at Wells Fargo Arena. Then we've got, on Friday, March 24th, the Lumineers at Wells Fargo Arena. Moving on, Monday, April 3rd, Green Day, as we just heard, at Wells Fargo Arena. This one was rescheduled on Saturday, April 29th. Machine Gun Kelly will be at Seven Flags Event Center. That was supposed to happen in December, but he had to reschedule. But he is coming back on Saturday, April 29th. On May 3rd, we've got Bastille at Seven Flags Event Center. And the one I am personally most excited for, Tuesday, May 23rd, Red Hot Chili Peppers at Wells Fargo Arena. So it's a good list here. Some good ones. Like I said, that's not even all of them. There are so many good shows. It is going to be a great year for concerts in Des Moines. Here's the Lumineers now. That'll be a fun show. Here's Ho Hey on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. It is currently 34 degrees from the Edge 88 studio in Des Moines for your Monday drive time home. It's Monday. But you're excited to be driving home. Monday's not my favorite day of the week. I'm sure it's not yours either. Nope. Well, I learned today that I am jealous of an 8-year-old girl. Find out why in less than 10. Here's Wanted Man by Last International on the Edge 88.1. KDPS 88.1, The Edge. My name's Bailey. I will admit that I am jealous of an 8-year-old girl. Why? Alright, so we all know how great 21 Pilots is, right? Okay. Josh Dunn, the drummer, is a fantastic drummer. Alright, but this 8-year-old girl, her name's Milana, and she goes by Milana Rocks, it's on her Facebook. She's good. Like, she's amazing. I don't even know how to put it into words. She can do what Joshua Dunn does. She covered a couple of 21 Pilots songs, Ode to Sleep and Lane Boy, which are some of the more upbeat, crazy ones. And I'm at a loss for words. I'm so impressed. I'm so jealous. I can't play any instruments, though I have tried effortlessly. So I'm a lot jealous. This 8-year-old girl rocks so much. Milana rocks, yeah, she rocks. So, and if you don't believe me, the link is up on our Twitter at KDPS88. Honestly, you gotta see it to believe it. Here's some 21 Pilots now with Ride on KDPS 88.1. 88.1 The Edge. My name's Bailey. I'm on my way out the door. That's all I've got for you for the Soundcheck. It was a good one to start off the semester. Tune in every Monday evening from 4 to 6 during your drive time. Talk about all things music. Check in on all the latest news, drama, technology, new tours hitting Des Moines, all of it. Every Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. right here on KDPS 88.1. And don't forget, you can always find us online. We're on Facebook at KDPS Radio, on Twitter at KDPS88, and our shiny new website, www.gvumedia.com. That's an awesome website. Check it out. It's got a whole bunch of things that we've been doing here at Grandview. I am impressed by some of my peers. Let me tell you what. There's cool videos, a lot of our audio and on-air work, stories people have written, things like that. It's all there. gvumedia.com. I leave you this afternoon with some Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. Here's Home on KDPS 88.1, Des Moines Radio Mashup. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. What's up? My name's Bailey. You're tuned in just in time for the Soundcheck, a 2-hour-long show where basically I talk about anything and all things music-related. Got some crazy stuff today, like satanic rituals and whatnot at concerts, and coloring books, which might be like the coolest thing ever when it comes to music, and some new tour dates added. We got a lot of those, so keep it tuned. We've got that and more right here on Edge 88.1. Kicking off my time with some A Day to Remember. It's Naivety on Edge 88. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. A quick look at your weather. It's currently 52 degrees in Des Moines from the Edge 88 studio, and rainy. Rain, go away. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of it. I love rain, too. I'm one of those people that waits and waits for rainy days. Now I'm sick of it. It can stop anytime. I'm ready for that sunshine. Good news, I think it should be here by the end of the week, as well as some 70-degree weather. So let's hope for the best. Hope for the best. But then we gotta have some rain, and then I'll feel bad, and I'll take back what I said about rain, because I do love you, rain. Speaking of taking things back, here's Take It All Back, Judah and the Lion on Edge 88.1. You're listening to the Soundcheck on Edge 88.1. My name's Bailey, and I'm on all kinds of social media, and on Facebook lately, I swear all I see is Zodiac stuff. Like, this is what your Zodiac says about you, or, you know, pick the cupcake that represents your Zodiac, or I don't know, things like that. It's kind of weird. But the latest one, I kind of like it. It's Zodiac signs as Beyonce songs. Something we've all been waiting for, I think. So whoever took the time to figure this out, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm a Libra. Mine's a love on top. If you want to find out what yours is, head over to our Twitter. It's at KDPS88. There's a little video. Click on the link. Find out which Beyonce song your Zodiac sign is. So here's mine. Yep, it's Love on Top on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. You're tuned into the Soundcheck. If you haven't yet, check out our new website, gvumedia.com. There's lots of cool stuff that we've done. People all throughout the communications department, and even people not in the communications department, have made awesome videos, awesome audio work, print stuff, everything. Just kind of a glimpse of what we do here at Grandview. And there's one video I want to tell you about. So, basically, it was a last-minute panic-induced video starring moi. Yeah, it was awful. And my teacher probably will listen to this and be a little mad, but hey, it's alright. So we basically, like college kids do, procrastinated a little bit, and actually a pretty good video came out of it. We're talking about TV censorship, and it kind of just gives you a glimpse into the things that we may or may not know are censored on the television we watch. So check that out. Like I said, gvumedia.com. Go to the little menu thing on the left. Go down. It says TV analysis and travel stories. You click that, and then scroll down to the bottom. Give it a little click, and there is a YouTube playlist. Go to the bottom. It says censorship and TV. You'll see me and see the relief probably in my face as I realize, oh, this is going well. Surprisingly. Check it out, gvumedia.com. Here's some Calvin Harris featuring Rihanna. This is what you came for on Edge 88.1. The Mother Lode by Mastodon on Edge 88.1. And speaking of Mastodon, I wish more bands would do what they just did. They released a new album, and basically if you buy the vinyl version, you can color in the album cover. They give you like special little pencils, and you can make it your own. Which seems silly, but that's kind of fun, because who doesn't love to color? I don't care how old I am. Coloring is probably one of my favorite things. I might just buy the album because it'll be fun to color it. Who knows? It's a good idea. I wish more musicians would do it. Coming up, Bondage, Bloodbaths, Sacrification. Can it get any more metal than that? Find out what I'm talking about in just a few. Here's 21 Pilots with Heathens on Edge 88.1. You're tuned into the Soundcheck on Edge 88.1. So, don't know how I feel about this. Glenn Danzig, obviously of the band Danzig, is hosting a huge festival. It's called Blackest of the Black Fest. And basically it's a 2-day festival that's going to have a giant castle, a bondage stage, a sacrification altar, bloodbath, and other things. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I've been to some metal shows, but that might be too metal for me, I might have to admit. They said that the biggest thing is this big castle Danzig. And basically, they call it, let me read it off, they call it a fully immersive walkthrough experience of agony, ecstasy, and more. All based on the music and graphic novels of Glenn Danzig. Now that could be cool, but I don't know about the sacrification and all that. Is that even legal? I don't know if it's real sacrification. I don't know. Freaks me out. I will not lie. Freaks me out. And I love metal, but it freaks me out. So that's happening. That is something that will be going on. So if you want to go, have fun. I'll pray for you. And it'll be good. But while I'm talking about metal, it only seems right to play a metal song. So here's the metal that I like. It's Slipknot, Before I Forget, on Edge 88.1. Slipknot on Edge 88.1. Corey Taylor, Slipknot and Stone Sour frontman, he's been busy. Not only is it rumored that we're going to have some new Slipknot music coming soon, within this month we should be having some more Stone Sour music. I am so ready. And since we're on a little Corey Taylor kick here, I'm going to play some Stone Sour. After that, a song featuring Corey Taylor. But here's Say You'll Haunt Me, the latest from Stone Sour. Can't wait to hear more. Here it is on Edge 88.1. Sleeping Dogs by Zakk Wylde featuring Corey Taylor on Edge 88.1. Alright, that's it for my little Corey Taylor trio. Now, I'm going to tell you about something really cool on our website. If you haven't checked it out yet, gvumedia.com. Right there, boom, on the homepage. You know we always put that good stuff on the homepage. Although you dig around, you'll find some other good stuff. You really will. Some hidden secrets. Speaking of secrets, basically, one of my peers had competing Des Moines TV sports reporters. So we've got Channel 5, Channel 8, Channel 13. We've got all the sports reporters all in one room talking about some of their secrets about their careers. And you just get to know them a little bit better. It's kind of interesting putting them all in the same room. It was a little weird at first, but then, really, it wasn't weird at all. Check it out, gvumedia.com, right there on the homepage. Can't miss it. Here's some Shinedown, State of My Head on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. You're listening to the Soundcheck, and I've got a quick look at your weather. It's 5:06 in Des Moines, 52 degrees from the Edge 88 studio, and rainy. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm sick of it. I think it's making everybody grumpy. So we need that sunshine. It needs to feel like spring. I know that, it's supposed to rain and make things bloom, but so does the sun, so it needs to get here ASAP. Looking forward to the end of the week. We should have sunshine by then. Feeling lost. Speaking of being lost, here's Lost Boys, Ruth B on Edge 88.1. Chainsmokers on Edge 88.1. They are on our concert and events calendar here. That one is on April 30th, so it's coming up sooner than we think, and that's at Wells Fargo Arena. Got a big list here, so if you're driving, mental note. If you're not, pen, paper, phone, whatever, now get ready. Too many good shows. Starting with tonight, Green Day at Wells Fargo Arena. Last time I heard, there were still tickets. And I'll be going, so I'll see you there. State Champs, April 11th at Woolies. MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. That one was actually rescheduled, so now it's on April 29th. That show was supposed to be in December, but they had to reschedule. That'll be at Seven Flags Event Center. Bastille, May 3rd at Seven Flags. Jimmy Eat World, May 13th at Woolies. Red Hot Chili Peppers, May 23rd at Wells Fargo Arena. Nickelback will be in town August 11th. That's at the Iowa State Fair Grandstand. Also at the Iowa State Fair Grandstand, Pentatonics on August 13th. And just announced Kid Rock August 20th at the Iowa State Fair Grandstand. It seems way early to be talking about the fair, but that's going to be here really before we know it. It's not even that far away when you count the months, so I'm ready. Also, Everclear, that's May 25th at Brenton Skating Plaza. Here they are now, Father of Mine on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. My name's Bailey. I'm on my way out the door, about to head over to the Green Day show at Wells Fargo Arena. Gonna hand things over to Chills for the rest of the evening. She'll be here for your Monday evening drive time. Remember, you can always tune in Monday nights from 4 to 6 for the Soundcheck, 2-hour-long show where I talk about anything and everything music-related. You can also find us on social media. We've got KDPS 88 on Twitter, KDPS Radio on Facebook, and go check out our brand new website, gvumedia.com. There's plenty of ways for you to check us out online. I'm leaving you this evening with some Common Kings. It's called Lost in Paradise on the Edge, 88.1. 88.1. What's up? My name's Bailey. You're tuned in just in time for the Soundcheck, a 2-hour-long show where basically I talk about anything and all things music-related. Got some crazy stuff today, like satanic rituals and whatnot at concerts, and coloring books, which might be like the coolest thing ever when it comes to music, and some new tour dates added. We got a lot of those, so keep it tuned. We've got that and more right here on Edge 88.1. Kicking off my time with some A Day to Remember. It's Naivety on Edge 88. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. A quick look at your weather. It's currently 52 degrees in Des Moines from the Edge 88 studio, and rainy. Rain, go away. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of it. I love rain, too. I'm one of those people that waits and waits for rainy days. Now I'm sick of it. It can stop anytime. I'm ready for that sunshine. Good news, I think it should be here by the end of the week, as well as some 70-degree weather. So let's hope for the best. Hope for the best. But then we gotta have some rain, and then I'll feel bad, and I'll take back what I said about rain, because I do love you, rain. Speaking of taking things back, here's Take It All Back, Judah and the Lion on Edge 88.1. You're listening to the Soundcheck on Edge 88.1. My name's Bailey, and I'm on all kinds of social media, and on Facebook lately, I swear all I see is Zodiac stuff. Like, this is what your Zodiac says about you, or, you know, pick the cupcake that represents your Zodiac, or I don't know, things like that. It's kind of weird. But the latest one, I kind of like it. It's Zodiac signs as Beyonce songs. Something we've all been waiting for, I think. So whoever took the time to figure this out, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm a Libra. Mine's a love on top. If you want to find out what yours is, head over to our Twitter. It's at KDPS88. There's a little video. Click on the link. Find out which Beyonce song your Zodiac sign is. So here's mine. Yep, it's Love on Top on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. You're tuned into the Soundcheck. If you haven't yet, check out our new website, gvumedia.com. There's lots of cool stuff that we've done. People all throughout the communications department, and even people not in the communications department, have made awesome videos, awesome audio work, print stuff, everything. Just kind of a glimpse of what we do here at Grandview. And there's one video I want to tell you about. So basically, it was a last-minute panic-induced video starring moi. Yeah, it was awful. And my teacher probably will listen to this and be a little mad, but hey, it's alright. So we basically, like college kids do, procrastinated a little bit, and actually a pretty good video came out of it. We're talking about TV censorship, and it kind of just gives you a glimpse into the things that we may or may not know are censored on the television we watch. So check that out. Like I said, gvumedia.com. Go to the little menu thing on the left, go down. It says TV analysis and travel stories. You click that, and then scroll down to the bottom, give it a little click, and there is a YouTube playlist. Go to the bottom, it says censorship and TV. You'll see me, and see the relief probably in my face as I realize, oh, this is going well, surprisingly. Check it out, gvumedia.com. Here's some Calvin Harris featuring Rihanna. This is what you came for on Edge 88.1. The Mother Lode by Mastodon on Edge 88.1. And speaking of Mastodon, I wish more bands would do what they just did. They released a new album, and basically if you buy the vinyl version, you can color in the album cover. They give you like special little pencils, and you can make it your own. Which seems silly, but that's kind of fun, because who doesn't love to color? I don't care how old I am. Coloring is probably one of my favorite things. I might just buy the album because it'll be fun to color it. Who knows? It's a good idea. I wish more musicians would do it. Coming up, Bondage, Bloodbaths, Sacrification. Can it get any more metal than that? Find out what I'm talking about in just a few. Here's 21 Pilots with Heathens on Edge 88.1. You're tuned into the Soundcheck on Edge 88.1. So, don't know how I feel about this. Glenn Danzig, obviously of the band Danzig, is hosting a huge festival. It's called Blackest of the Black Fest. And basically it's a 2-day festival that's going to have a giant castle, a bondage stage, a sacrification altar, bloodbath, and other things. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I've been to some metal shows, but that might be too metal for me, I might have to admit. They said that the biggest thing is this big castle Danzig. And basically, they call it, let me read it off, they call it a fully immersive walkthrough experience of agony, ecstasy, and more. All based on the music and graphic novels of Glenn Danzig. Now that could be cool, but I don't know about the sacrification and all that. Is that even legal? I don't know if it's real sacrification. I don't know. Freaks me out. I will not lie. Freaks me out. And I love metal, but it freaks me out. So that's happening. That is something that will be going on. So if you want to go, have fun. I'll pray for you. And it'll be good. But while I'm talking about metal, it only seems right to play a metal song. So here's the metal that I like. It's Slipknot, Before I Forget, on Edge 88.1. Slipknot on Edge 88.1. Corey Taylor, Slipknot and Stone Sour frontman, he's been busy. Not only is it rumored that we're going to have some new Slipknot music coming soon, within this month we should be having some more Stone Sour music. I am so ready. And since we're on a little Corey Taylor kick here, I'm going to play some Stone Sour. After that, a song featuring Corey Taylor. But here's Say You'll Haunt Me, the latest from Stone Sour. Can't wait to hear more. Sleeping Dogs by Zakk Wylde featuring Corey Taylor on Edge 88.1. Alright, that's it for my little Corey Taylor trio. Now, I'm going to tell you about something really cool on our website. If you haven't checked it out yet, gvumedia.com. Right there, boom, on the homepage. You know we always put that good stuff on the homepage. Although you dig around, you'll find some other good stuff. You really will. Some hidden secrets. Speaking of secrets, basically, one of my peers had competing Des Moines TV sports reporters. So we've got Channel 5, Channel 8, Channel 13. We've got all the sports reporters all in one room talking about some of their secrets about their careers, and you just get to know them a little bit better. It's kind of interesting putting them all in the same room. It was a little weird at first, but then, really, it wasn't weird at all. Check it out, gvumedia.com, right there on the homepage. Can't miss it. Here's some Shinedown, State of My Head on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. You're listening to the Soundcheck. And I've got a quick look at your weather. It's 5:06 in Des Moines, 52 degrees. from the Edge 88 studio and rainy. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm sick of it. I think it's making everybody grumpy. So we need that sunshine. It needs to feel like spring. I know that, it's supposed to rain and make things bloom, but so does the sun, so it needs to get here ASAP. Looking forward to the end of the week. We should have sunshine by then. Feeling lost. Speaking of being lost, here's Lost Boys, Ruth B on Edge 88.1. Chainsmokers on Edge 88.1. They are on our concert and events calendar here. That one is on April 30th, so it's coming up sooner than we think, and that's at Wells Fargo Arena. Got a big list here, so if you're driving, mental note. If you're not, pen, paper, phone, whatever, now get ready. Too many good shows. Starting with tonight, Green Day at Wells Fargo Arena. Last time I heard, there were still tickets. And I'll be going, so I'll see you there. State Champs, April 11th at Woolies. MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. That one was actually rescheduled, so now it's on April 29th. That show was supposed to be in December, but they had to reschedule. That'll be at Seven Flags Event Center. Bastille, May 3rd at Seven Flags. Jimmy Eat World, May 13th at Woolies. Red Hot Chili Peppers, May 23rd at Wells Fargo Arena. Nickelback will be in town August 11th. That's at the Iowa State Fair Grandstand. Also at the Iowa State Fair Grandstand, Pentatonics on August 13th. And just announced Kid Rock August 20th at the Iowa State Fair Grandstand. It seems way early to be talking about the fair, but that's going to be here really before we know it. It's not even that far away when you count the months, so I'm ready. Also, Everclear, that's May 25th at Brenton Skating Plaza. Here they are now. Father of Mine on Edge 88.1. Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. My name's Bailey. I'm on my way out the door, about to head over to the Green Day show at Wells Fargo Arena. Gonna hand things over to Chills for the rest of the evening. She'll be here for your Monday evening drive time. Remember, you can always tune in Monday nights from 4 to 6 for the Soundcheck, 2-hour-long show where I talk about anything and everything music related. You can also find us on social media. We've got KDPS 88 on Twitter, KDPS Radio on Facebook, and go check out our brand new website, gvumedia.com. There's plenty of ways for you to check us out online. I'm leaving you this evening with some Common Kings. It's called Lost in Paradise on the Edge 88.1. This is a KDPS news summary. I'm Bailey Smith reporting. America is just a few days from the election of either Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, and reporter Ben Moeller says there's one issue that stands out to a Grandview criminal justice student from Africa.
As the election draws closer, candidates tend to focus on a few divisive issues. For one candidate, that issue is immigration. In a bold move, the candidate is calling for the mass deportation of undocumented immigrants. Immigrant and criminal justice student Michael Salia has different ideas.
I think as a country is wrong. Some of these people have been in this country for over 10, 15 years. I think what the United States government should do is to give them the privilege, to give them a part of, not to become a citizen, but to become a legalist.
Salia says that this type of plan would benefit more than just the undocumented immigrants.
They can work and pay taxes to the government. I think if a country can do that, I believe America has been doing such a thing. I think it would be better for all of us.
Having come to the United States as a refugee himself, Salia says that he empathizes with the prejudice these immigrants are facing. Benjamin Moeller for KDPS News reporting.
Controversy isn't limited to the presidential election. In the world of sports, one simple act has caused uproar among fans. Grandview football player Tobias Tyler reports.
Taking a knee during the national anthem, a movement started by just one man, has now grown rapidly, and many across the nation are joining in. Not only on the professional level, people are taking a knee on the high school level and the college level. Senior running back and captain at Grandview University, Jordan Cheatham, thinks this movement was much needed.
I think it's great that things are finally starting to come out to the media's attention. It's a lot of things. Obviously, there's been a lot of things going on that, that aren't on Front Street for our society.
Colin Kaepernick, the creator of this movement, has got a lot of criticism saying the football field isn't the place for this type of movement. Cheatham thinks this is the best place for it.
I actually think it's pretty genius to take his attention or take his limelight and kind of direct it at something, that's bigger than the game of football.
Jordan Cheatham thinks this movement has been festering for a long time, and he hopes that it stays in the spotlight for even longer. I'm Tobias Tyler with KDPS News.
Kaepernick was once accused of sexual assault when he was a San Francisco 49er. Reporter Molly Cox says the issue also is pervasive on college campuses and even at Grandview.
Sexual assault is a growing and important issue on campuses across the nation, including right here in Des Moines. Which raises the question, why does Grandview University have such a low reported amount of sexual assault cases on campus? Associate Vice President of Student Affairs at Grandview University, Jason Bauer, believes it is due to underreporting sexual assault cases.
It'd be naive to say that it's not occurring and people are just not reporting.
Bauer explains how students can get involved and help prevent sexual assault on their campuses.
Be a community and help each other and look for those ways to protect from being in situations that may be compromising or potential sexual assault situations.
Bauer states precautions are taken daily here at Grandview University in hopes incidents like these decline. Reporting for KDPS News, this is Molly Cox.
That's today's news summary. For KDPS News, I'm Bailey Smith. Des Moines Radio Mashup Edge.